And we should be live. Let me go ahead and check.
We are.
Cool. Alright. Hello everyone, Ace here. Welcome to the live stream. I'm joined today with returning guest Nathan X2000.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me back on.
Thank you for being back on. And today we are back with some more High Republic adventures. Yay.
That's gonna be cringe. I've already prepped like a big fat rum and coke with me just to get through this.
Considering the last issue had started off with a character or a few characters re-entering the atmosphere of a planet, crashing face first into a beach and surviving, I don't exactly have high hopes for this one.
Nah, that sounds like premium plot armor.
Yeah. In fact, in case you want to have a look, let's go ahead and refresh ourselves. Because yeah, that's what happens. Characters wake up on a beach, having survived the Starlight Beacon crash, from space.
Yeah.
And all she has is a mild case of amnesia. She's able to walk around perfectly fine the moment she wakes up. Also, the first thing she decides to do when waking up is loot everyone's bodies for their gear.
Well, I could make a certain comment about the pigment of her skin and her action.
Oh no!
But
Oh no!
I won't delve too deep.
Oh no!
But yeah, no. Sounds like sounds like she sourced the same plot armor that she does the Ultramarines from 40k. Like she cannot die.
Yeah. What did Disney mean by this? Anyways. So yeah, issue number 3, The Making of a Warlord. A warlord
I can see Daniel Jose Older at the bottom.
Yes. A warlord that, by the way, has an army of pacifists under her command.
Hang on a minute. Isn't this the same warlord that the last time I read a comic with you, there was like a bunch of Jedi and they started charging at this warlord and it had the most convoluted plot ever?
Yes.
This bitch.
Yes.
No, not this story.
Yep.
Forgot for a second. Okay.
So yeah, the Ballad of Tartakville, Part 2, because we needed a Part 2 to that. Alright. Star Wars The High Republic, those 100,000 lights. As the Republic plunges deeper into its deadly struggle with the villainous Nihil, Lula Talasola has been found and returned to her friends and family at the military outpost on Eridu. After losing her memory in the crash of Starlight Beacon, she struggles to piece together the fragments of who she once was and figure out what this new life has in store for her. Meanwhile, spies and informants scour the galaxy for any clue as to the whereabouts of the other missing Jedi Knights and Padawans from the Starhopper academic cruiser. Alright, Eridu. I believe I was voicing... technically I believe I was voicing both Zine and Lula back in the day, so... But
do you want me to take up? Do you want me to take over one of them?
Yeah, which one do you want?
I'll go for the token one.
Okay. Only if you're sure you're ready to talk more about it.
I'm ready. I'm sure.
So you just wandered the galaxy dressed as a rogue Nihil and had adventures?
For a while, I didn't know what the Nihil was, though. Oh, Jedi. And I was too scared to have any real conversations with anybody, so there was no way to find out. When I wore that helmet, people were afraid of me. They did what I wanted without me having to ask. It was the only way I felt safe.
So, wait, these pacifists are the... Does it look like they're armed? No, it doesn't. He just apparently picks a fight with them or something. Okay, or she does, sorry.
I don't know, but the panel below the page you just read, like, you know the small one on the right-hand side, the one with the dudes pointed? It reminds me of that meme with, like, those two women and the cat.
Yes! Yes, it does!
That you don't know me. Get attacked by dragon riders, a lot of panel. Bit of an action scene, so I've got to give him credit for that. You know, it's not like, although it's kind of hard to tell what's happened.
Yeah, agreed. So yeah, there is a bit of a battle scene where she apparently takes out one of the dudes, and this is how she wins over the pacifists, by beating people up in front of them. This is how she recruits pacifists, by beating people up in front of them.
Well, maybe it might make sense. Maybe she makes friends with pacifists because she's saying, "Hey, I fight, so you don't have to." But then, why would you then want to recruit pacifists if they're not going to fight alongside you?
Yes, there's that. There's that. But even then, isn't the whole point of pacifism as an ideology the whole idea of people not fighting in general, not just you personally not fighting?
Yeah. I mean, so much for being like a fucking warlord. Like, you're not really a warlord if you're the only one fighting.
So much for being a pacifist if you have to rely on one person to do all the fighting for you.
Oh, let's follow this person that kills everyone else. But us, no, we don't kill anyone. We're pacifists. We just openly support the person that's killing everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Claiming you're peaceful, but having everybody fight your own battles for you.
That speaks more of cowardice than actual pacifism.
Yeah, it does. Reminds me of someone. Or some people. A few people. Anyway. I wouldn't have made it without that hollow. Without you. Oh, yeah. Can I voice the droid?
Yes. Yes.
Greetings, Zine and resurrected from the void. Last love of Zine's life girl.
5AG3 now? Really?
Whoa. What the fuck is that? Whoa. What do you mean, whoa?
I think that needs to be the Matrix whoa voice. That's what that needs to be.
Whoa. You're due on stage in 2. We have a special guest performer with you tonight, and she's kind of a sensation.
Well,
I'll do the old dude.
Okay, first let me read this here. The Arco Royal Cabaret Cantina. Republic Defense Coalition Outpost, Brie Farang City, Iridu. Wait, this is a cabaret. In a comic that's meant for kids.
Right. Hang on. What the fuck's a cabaret?
Isn't cabaret... Let me check, but isn't cabaret supposed to be basically an old school term for what they used to call strip clubs back in the day?
Entertainment held in a nightclub or restaurant where the audience eats or drink at tables, or a nightclub or restaurant where cabaret is formed. What is cabaret? Theatrical entertainment featuring music, song, dance, recitation, or drama. Okay, it doesn't strictly say it has to be adult.
Yeah, but it's kind of what it's known for.
If back in the... Oh, yeah, hang on, yeah, I've just viewed images. Yeah, cabaret is very,
Yeah.
Hey, definitions change. It's not like it's not like Disney to sneak in old adult themes just in case children were to look them up. I don't reckon Disney would do that at all.
I'm just reminded of that one joke from what else reminds me of is that one joke from Tropico 4, where when you build one. So I have to bring up some back. So Tropico 4 kind of has it kind of makes fun of everyone, but the intellectual leader is a school teacher, one of those school teachers.
Okay.
You probably can see where this is going.
Kinda, yeah.
So the joke is that when you build the cabaret, whenever you build anything in Tropico 4, you basically get a little announcement on the radio where they're talking about it, and the teacher says, "I want to talk about the new cabaret," and your advisor says, "I assure you, it's there for purely educational purposes." And the teacher goes, "My performance will be at 10 o'clock, and you will be there."
Oh, that's beautiful.
But yeah, that's the kind of reputation that cabaret has as a word, just for those curious. Also, apparently, YouTube has not let me read any of these comments, so I had to re-look at the video again just to be able to read your comments. So let's get started. Ura says, hey, people. Seth is not here because he always goes through enough shit, so you have to deal with me, Uros, and the brain damage that the Higher Republic forces down on me. Brother Ole says, hello all, what did I miss? Ura says, we needed a part 2 like we need a new Ice Age. Ura says, you didn't miss much yet, Ole. Well, so welcome to the pain train. Lovely, the Jedi likes to use fear to control people. Yes, actually, a good point, Oros. A very good point. A Jedi using fear to control people at random. Ura says, admittedly, it was in character with the Jedi in this setting. Correct. As much as I hate to admit, but correct. Brother Ole says, have the Jedi suddenly become children's bedtime stories suddenly not real? Diplomacy equals violence, says Brother Ole. And then Ura says, Nathan, it is peaceful with an asterisk. It has notes at the bottom.
I have seen no asterisks. I have seen no notes, or else you are talking, you are spreading lies.
Brother Ole says, what's with the Cyclops droid? Unironically, one of the best characters in this particular comic book series so far. Ura says, what do you mean without you? You didn't know shit about the person in the hollow. This story was woke before. Now it is somehow worse.
Thingy, there's a particular show that I watch called Too High for Stupid, and they don't say that word, they say regarded. If you ever want to sidestep that word.
Yeah. Ura says Disney would never draw a golden dick. Brother Ole says, oh boy. But yeah. Yeah, anyways, so that was a bit of a tangent on cabarets and what they historically were. But anyways. Okay. Alright. Friends and family! You would take your family to a fucking cabaret? What the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, well, if the family are all adults, then, grandma might be getting into it, I don't want to judge.
Straight from the still smoldering battlefields of Corellia, where her music inspired the masses to stand against the Nihil incursion. Please welcome galactic superstar Svino Atachapat. I know I butchered that name, but I don't fucking care because I'm sure Disney butchered that name in its spelling. Svino, I can't believe you're here.
It's so good to see you, Zine. And yes, we've had some business in the area, so...
Is Crash here too? Did you track a Nihil mastermind at Iridu?
I'll explain later. I'll let her explain. Oh, Hey, Sam.
Aren't you going to sing, or are we just supposed to keep vamping till our fingers fall? Please tell me they didn't add vape. Well, we already have death sticks. In fact, death sticks. The virgin vaping versus the Chad death sticks.
What the fuck is vamping?
Rura says, Ace, what do you mean you'd take your family? This is a progressive Star Wars story. Children are welcome in these places. They may even perform. This is now... I fucking hate the fact that that's now a thing. But yes. Brother Relay says, welcome, bring your family. We are family friendly, honest. I don't believe that for a second. Yeah! Rura says, business in the area means bow chicka wow. Brother Relay says, here's a question. Has there been any good lightsaber fights here?
No.
No. The only one I could think of would be Star Wars, would be The Blade, but that's a completely different High Republic series. One that's not written by Daniel Jose Older, and therefore one that actually had a chance at being good, which it was.
Daniel Jose Older is like the King Midas of shit. Like, anything he touches just turns to complete
Yeah, the only thing I've ever seen...
diarrhea.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen that actually was anywhere near acceptable was the manga that he's had a hand in, but that's only because
Yeah, he had a hand in, he wasn't the main crafter.
Yeah, all he really appears to have done is done the translation to English. It was Tomio Ogata that did the actual plot for that, and that... So, Anyways, let's go ahead and carry on. I guess I can voice this character.
Yeah.
So I don't know how good your memory is before Starlight fell. Not good, I hear, but we're tracking down the Nihil leader responsible for plunging Corellia into war, and... Does this guy look familiar?
Whoa. Not exactly, but I don't think so.
Okay, this is a character that you saw... This is one of the first characters she saw when she woke up after having gotten the amnesia.
Apparently amnesia lingers, so she just forgot it again.
Except she was telling about this in her backstory in the previous issue.
Are you questioning the plot?
Yes!
Naughty, Ace. Why are you questioning it?
Tejedora says, pink hair, I mean, hi. Ura says, Daniel Jose has the hands of Nurgle. All he touches turns to awful. A double entendre, I see. Nice. Ura says, sister has arrived, fire all cannons. Anyways, let's continue. So she is having flashbacks of a character that she already knows that she has met before.
Jesus Christ, she's getting PTSD.
Yes, she is. This is a character she nearly killed by accident, by the way, when she woke up. Brother Olay says, how bad is that holo? Is it working on old Windows 95 program? You shut your mouth about Windows 98. It was
Fucking
Windows...
Amen. Don't you talk shit about Windows 98. It was solid.
Now, Windows Vista... Yeah, shit on Vista all damn day.
Hey, Vista was baby steps. Like, it was growing pains, I'm not going to shit on Vista, but I do know where you're coming from.
I remember Vista.
Same.
It was such a downgrade after XP. And I love. I'm now getting some memories of when I was in it was in college, and the textbooks were trying to tell us about how Vista is more reliable and an improvement upon XP. This was college textbooks trying to teach people how to basically be software engineers and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure that was propaganda. There's no fucking way that Vista was better than XP in terms of reliability.
Yeah.
XP, you could run like nuclear facilities off of and guarantee that bitch will not blow up in the morning. Vista was a chance, a roll of the dice every morning. Did it turn on? Did it not? Did it break? Did it not? Did you have to reinstall the system? Maybe not.
Vista was the Las Vegas of operating systems.
Yes.
And
Vista
the house
was
always wins.
Yeah, if there was ever like a Microsoft operating system that could have a mental illness, Windows Vista was schizophrenia.
No, that would be Windows 8.
I don't know. I'd like an 8 to Down syndrome. Like, that shit does not work even at the best of times.
Down syndrome's a mental illness.
Well, I mean, it is a physical illness. But have you ever spoke to somebody with Down syndrome?
Maybe once or twice.
I've spoken with a lot of them. They don't exactly hold sophisticated conversation. You just wave a banana in front of them, and you immediately get their attention.
All right. Uro says, respect the 98. Brotherly says, sorry, but the program I used on 98 wasn't good for me ages ago. Poor image resolution. That sounds more like a screen thing, but yeah, I can see that. Screen resolution wasn't really that great back in those days.
It was not. Wasn't it like 800 by 600? It was like the best.
No, you did have 1024 by 768
for XP.
For 98, because I know games like World War II Fighters came out with 768 support.
That's not no.
Tehedora says, when discussing Windows versions is better than the comic. Yes.
Yeah.
Unironically, yes.
Well, I mean, I do IT for a job, so to be honest, I'm speaking more professional than anything.
All right.
It's fucking comic.
Uru says, ooh, banana. Sister suffering internal hemorrhaging is better than this comic. Theodore's left. All right, let's go ahead and carry on.
Okay. I remember. That face. That was the last face I saw as the world caught fire and we fell and fell and fell.
Hey, it's okay. You're here now. You're with us. You're safe, my love.
The fuck is this cringy lesbian uwu headpat relationship fucking PTSD shit?
Apparently, Daniel Jose Older likes them a little bit scarred in the head.
Nah, it's fucking... Clearly.
These images, though, of these faces, though, is something else. Ura says there can only be one. That is the face. Galactic Database, the Stormwall. Ah, yes, the bullshit plot device, or one of the bullshit plot devices that got introduced by Disney. A network of satellites called storm seas that disrupt hyperspace travel for any non-Nahil ship trying to cross. The Stormwall is powered by one of Dr. Makapa's crystal arrays located in the Lightning Crash space station. The station sends out a fractal pulse along the satellite chain that only path engines can interpret, allowing them to cross through without damage. Any other ship will be knocked out of hyperspace. They'll be more than just knocked out of hyperspace. They'll be destroyed altogether.
Yeah.
Do these people not know how hyperspace works in Star Wars?
Do you believe they know anything about Star Wars, Ace? Let alone the niches of how hyperspace works?
No. Brother Olay says, I have seen better flashbacks from the Gaunt's Ghost books. Rura says, yes, it is the Pink Bench's friend. He is more hero than everyone else, and he is a wannabe terrorist. Deadly consequences. Most ships that are forced out of hyperspace are destroyed. The few that make it are left stranded in a near-infinite area of space and will soon be descended upon by the Nihil deadly scav droids. So far, only Jedi Master Avar Kriss has managed to make it across the Stormwall. Republic researchers are frantically working on ways to get their fleet across.
Yes, Jedi Master Avar Kriss, the one that decided to, instead of taking the stealthy approach to take out our enemies, lit a lightsaber up in the middle of a dark night and said, for light and for life.
And she didn't do anything fancy to get through. She just was in there.
Yeah.
First. She didn't actually even cross the Stormwall. This comic is fucking lying to us about the established lore that Disney themselves set down.
Star Wars comics lying and having bad storytelling, say it ain't so.
Stefan Yarnell says Han Solo described hyperspace in A New Hope. Yeah. Yeah, you only had to watch the movies to at least get some basics for light space, for hyperspace. You know, the original trilogy that's been around since the 70s.
You know, actual good storytelling.
Tehedora says they probably don't even know how to work a door. Well, I know for a fact that Daniel Jose Older does not know how agriculture works, because he apparently thinks you could plant crops straight into the fucking cement and it'll grow.
But it's space. Things work differently in space.
Tehedora says Disney, Star Wars lore. Aura says the High Republic is not lying to us, Ace. Is lying to itself. Thus, we are reading crap. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and continue this misery. Lula, stars. Wait, you want to voice this character? Or should I?
Fuck it, I'll voice him. Give you a bit of a break. What your voice should I give him? It's really you. I can't. Oh, fuck, this is confusing shit. Do I read the right bit or the bottom bit below it?
I'm assuming you read the bottom bit.
Okay. You must be Master Kantam. Zine said, that's right, Lula. I'm so sorry it took me this long to get here. I was caught up in a hostage situation in Coronet City for weeks. I couldn't... doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm going to have to bitch slap this comic some more here, apparently.
Preach.
Because this guy was just made a Padawan at the end of the last High Republic Adventures comic book series. Well, phase 1, which was where the story ended previously.
And now he's a master.
Yes.
That was quick.
Yes.
I know technically Anakin hasn't been born yet, but he must be spinning in his ethereal space grave waiting to be born into consciousness. The fact that somebody else graduated to master like that.
Yeah. You know what the worst part is? This isn't even the fastest that we've seen in High Republic. There's one person that made it from, I think, that's made it basically from Padawan to Master in something like, what? 4 months, I think? There was a 4-month period where they made it from Padawan to Knight, and then from there made it from Knight to Master.
Yeah.
You know, that one character that looks completely different from when they're a Padawan to when they're a Knight to when they're a Master. Like, they look like a Giga Chad as a Padawan, but as an absolute beta as a Master. But yeah, still, the fact that this guy got promoted that quickly is also bullshit. Brother Lele says, quickest promotion ever, apparently. Brother Lele says, wait, is that man falling in that panel? No, it's just the artwork not being consistent, really, because it's High Republic Adventures. Or says, oh wait, I'm mistaken. The design is just the same as the non-binary master because the artists don't seem to know how to draw. Alright, let's carry on, shall we?
Lula, it still doesn't feel like it fits. I had hoped when I learned my real name that it would... You know, everything takes time, my child. We can't rush. What the fuck was that? Why'd you spring out of bed and hug him?
I don't know.
We can't rush.
This healing isn't going to be like Will Smith's wife's definition of healing, is it?
No. Hope
Good.
so. I hope not. Sorry. I did have one idea of something that might cheer you up. But only if you're sure. You're... Oh yeah, I'm ready, alright. Thanks for letting me borrow your lightsaber, Addy.
No problem. Be careful.
Heh. I had a feeling this would. Hiya! Oof. Coming back to you, I see. How does it feel? Was I really a Jedi? One of the best I've ever known. I don't think that's true. What do you mean? I remember now. The last thing I did before the darkness. It wasn't what a Jedi would do. The opposite, I think. Fucking hell, is this self-reflection?
Apparently so.
Ooh. I think it's your bit with the pink bitch on the left.
Right. Alright, I did the voice.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out whether it's the bottom or the left. Like, this is fucking weird.
I think it's... Okay, so the panel's on the right there?
Okay. There is...
No, I see what's going on. They fucked it over so thoroughly. The way it's supposed to read is you're supposed to go left, top, down, middle, then right, top, down, middle. They fucked it over that badly that they can't even keep the comic consistent on how it's edited. So, you know, it's difficult to even keep flow of it.
Exactly. Like, do you see what I mean by it? It's like, it's puzzling as shit.
Yes. We shouldn't have to be sitting here, Daniel Jose Older, like we're on CSI Miami, trying to figure out this crime scene of a comic book and piece it all together.
Some things the body remembers better than the mind. This Jedi business, Zine has told me a lot about it. There is no single thing that is what a Jedi would do. Lula, we always strive towards the light, that's all. But we are, all of us, so much more than the sum of our worst moments. No matter what, I promise.
Okay, but there are plenty of things that a Jedi would not do. Right? We all understand that there are things that a Jedi would not do. You know,
Right.
like killing younglings. A Jedi would not do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Jedi are not exactly known for being consistent with what they preach. They practice differently.
Well, if we're talking about High Republic, then yes. if we're talking about the old traditional lore, then, before the Dark Times, before the Disney, there was actually some consistent logic, at least in theory, and you had a lot of Jedi that were... Now, granted, you did have Jedi that were turned to the dark side and do messed up stuff.
But then you'd argue at that point that they're turning to the Sith rather than being a Jedi inherently.
Yes. Point is, Daniel as the Older does not know how Jedi work. To sit here and say, that there's nothing that a Jedi wouldn't do, is so fucking stupid. At least in the old lore, that it is really beyond belief here. Anyways, let's read some of the comments. Brother Relay says, "Oh God, trying a whole page design." Ura says, No, it's not the fuck is this page, sister. It's fuck this page, yes. Ura says, "This man is full of shit." And Theodore says, True. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and carry on, shall we?
I'm pretty sure the Disney sequels have more consistency than this. And that's a low bar.
Mm-hmm.
Rey using Force Lightning makes more canonical sense than this shit.
Oh yeah, that actually does. At least you could argue that she was the granddaughter of Palpatine.
If the sequels raises a higher bar in terms of lore consistency, you know you've fucked up your comic royally.
Yep.
But whatever, who's buying this stuff? Because I always see these comics on the reduced section anyway.
I see them free on YouTube.
This is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And, anyway, you don't have to. Zine, woo-woo, Jedi people, come quickly. This is B333. He's been working on a black market hauler for the Nihil, which allows him to get in and out of the occlusion zone and keep tabs on things for me.
Hi, hello there, yes. Wait, should we be voicing him as a Skaven?
You can voice him as a Skaven if you want. Skaven robot.
Hi, hello there, yes. What news? Spit it out. Yes, of course. My sources on the prison ship you watch says they'll be making a supply run outside of the OZ soon.
How soon?
Any day now. I'm just glad to be out of that horrible place.
Do we know where it usually exits the storm wall? It's always at a different point. There's no way to know.
Nasty, horrible place. We need someone out there in the OZ to plant a tracker on that prison ship.
Mm-hmm.
Just dirty, unkempt, ugly, poorly maintained, and unique moisture. I have... what?
Do you want to voice her or shall I?
You voice her.
Okay. Brace for hyperspace, baby!
Hate this. Hate it. Hate this so much. Oh, make it stop.
I'm pretty sure that's the exact thoughts of everyone reading this comic right now.
Yes it is.
Hey, easy, Big B. As far as the Nihil are concerned, this is a totally legit, illegit operation. They'll let us over like always, no problem.
I'm not worried about us not getting across the storm wall, Argomon.
So, what's the problem?
I'm worried we will get across the storm wall.
All right, Big B. Oh, wait, shit, no, sorry. You go first.
The Corvix Vorn, a Heel prison ship, somewhere in the occlusion zone.
All right, Big B, you're up.
Up. I thought I didn't have to say anything. What?
You don't. That's the thing. When you get nervous, you never shut up.
Which is why this character makes such a fantastic spy. Brotherly says, I wouldn't be surprised if there are more droids looking like other species instead of Star Wars ones. What kind of bus ship is that? Or it says base droid. You know you have fucked up when your characters when the droids have the best personalities. Droid sitting there, this droid is just sitting there, being the one in charge of pushing the story along, going, well, guess I'm in charge now. Did you bring my micropram hauler?
Sure did, sir. 18 boxes worth.
Just 18? What was the point of returning with such a small load? Each, slop. Eep.
Prices and demand surged once that celebrity guy said he uses it, and looks like a 12-year-old.
Eep. Yeah, I get this droid's feeling they're going eep at the sound of that.
He's losing the will to live.
Well, get it unloaded and be gone with you then. Debelandrix 3 with me. Few.
Between you and me, I think it's gonna take more than some wrinkle cream to cure whatever's going on with your little dog there.
Stop speaking to me. I mean, I get this dude's vibes here.
Yeah.
You don't talk shit about someone's dog like that, mate. Not unless, you know, they're one of those little ankle biter bastards that will try chewing you up.
To be fair, it looks like an alien chihuahua, so...
Yeah! Okay, I will give you that. Hate this. Hate this. Hate it. Bad. Very bad. Hate it. That's your character.
Yeah. Okay. Your timing is perfect. The plot to break free starts now.
Great. I hate it. To be continued. And boy, is that not a quote that perfectly summarizes the High Republic. Great. I hate it. This actually reminds me now a lot of that one bit from Star Trek. I hate this. This is revolting. More? Please. But yeah, boy, does that not summarize this entire comic. Any thoughts you have, Nathan?
No, fucking... The droid summed it up perfectly for me before. Hate this. I hate it. I hate this so much. Oh, make it stop.
Brother Olay says, that's a prison ship. It looks like something from Quake 4. And Ura says, Quake now feels dirty. Thanks, Olay. Dear droid, we all hate it. We are all Sith, for the Sith are the good guys now. Unironically, yes. Brother Olay says, I'm building a squat that's more entertaining than the comic. Anything else you'd like to add, Urus? Or no, Nathan? Sorry.
To be fair, no, because this comic was cringe. It's along the same lines as the cringe one that I read last time, so I just expect cringe now. and even then, it just gets worse every single issue that I read.
Yep.
I don't know what else you want me to say apart from the fact that it doesn't follow law. It's not consistent. Daniel Jose Older is just taking a fat, steaming Mr. Whippy shit on Star Wars, and it's like, there you go, buy this comic, praise it. You better not criticize it. Swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
It's AIDS. It's AIDS of the highest order.
Yep.
What about you? Do you want to say anything about it?
The only thing I could say positively is that at least it's not as bad as issue 2, what with them re-entering the atmosphere and surviving and be able to walk right afterwards with a mild case of amnesia.
No, but I mean, if it's not that, then the pacing of the comic is fucking terrible. Because now that I'm reading it back, it immediately went from, so both of them reunited, random fight scene. It's kind of hard to follow. They speak for a little bit. They immediately go back to the cabaret. They dance with some blue bitch that is introduced to 2 panels. She's asked whether she remembers someone. She then gets PTSD for like 3 panels. She reunites with the Jedi Master, who's different from the one of the last pages that I read, so I don't even know if that was my character. I don't think it is. And has a kind of cool fight team, but the fight team wouldn't be as shit if they followed basic speech patterns within comics, and then the droids show up and cheer everyone up because the droids are amazing, and then they hop aboard a prison ship within one comic.
Oh, and don't forget winning over pacifists by beating people up for them.
Yeah, that was part of the fight scene. Still AIDS. Comics like these are made for people with ADHD.
Ura says, I am omnipresent. I am in the call, but only Ace knows. Tehedorus is laughing. Brother Elise says, why does that droid, now looking at it closely, looks like Claptrap from Borderlands? Because it probably is supposed to be a discount Claptrap.
Yeah.
Instead of Claptrap, though, we got Craptrap, and he's still the best character.
If that one's like a Wish.com version of Claptrap, then the other one looks like a Wish.com version of Bumblebee from Transformers. The most interesting character to me of this entire, barring the droids, is the random green alien bitch, the one the same race as Kit Fisto, which was in it for like what, 5 panels. So,
yep. Well, I don't really have much more to add. You?
No.
All right, so I think we're in a good spot to go ahead and call it. So, yeah, this has been Ace.
It's been Nathan X2000. Don't buy the shit, just to reiterate. I'm sure none of you were going to, but, even as toilet paper, this isn't worth it.
Yeah, there are cheaper options. And in any case, yeah, this has been Ace. Hope to see you guys again